This isn't really a fix, this is more of an alternate take on the existing movie. Let me say up front, I really love Ex Machina. It's a great example of a low-budget science fiction movie without looking cheap. I have to admit, the movie completely suckered me in the first time I saw it. I fell into the same trap that Caleb did, and saw a lot of empathy in Ava than actually was there. It was a real gut punch when she left him to die. Well, on the second watch, it was pretty obvious and fairly well foreshadowed and made a lot of sense. So here's a couple of things throughout the film that bugged me though. For these minor nitpicks, I brought on a good friend of the show, my favourite Brit, HarrysMovingCastle. So yeah, he's gonna start me off and let's see how this goes.
How the stink did Ava get on that helicopter at the end? The pilot looks like the same one that dropped off Caleb, and he would certainly be expecting to be picking him up. What did Ava say to convince him to take her instead? My major nitpick, Nathan's next level Turing test really doesn't prove anything, and he should damn well know it. If I understand correctly, he wanted to put Ava in danger to see if Caleb will try to save her. That would prove that Caleb sees her as a real person, even though he knows she's an AI. Nathan was a brilliant man. Even though he was a genuinely horrible person, he should have known his test would really prove nothing but Ava's true personhood.
But in saying that, that doesn't prove the whole point. Humans are really good at empathizing with a lot of things that are clearly not people or even intelligent. There are some who unironically refer to their pets as their children. We have pet rocks and Tamagotchis. Given a robot that looks like Ava, most people would unconsciously empathize with her and think of her as a human. Nathan even stacks the deck in the favour of Caleb, feeling an emotional attachment to her. He chooses Caleb in due part of his lack of friends and family, and even gives Ava a face based on Caleb's porn searches. It's almost given that Ava would pass Nathan's test.
Nathan was a brilliant man. Even though he was a genuinely horrible person, he should have known his test would really prove nothing but Ava's true personhood.
So my riff on the movie would be to modify the test. Keep the central trio and the setting the same. Nathan is still a raving, egotistical jackass, but underneath his confident facade is that he's crapping himself. He knows that he's created something that could possibly take out the human race, and he has no idea if he can trust it or not. He needs a second opinion, so he brings in Caleb. My version of Caleb would be somebody older and more cynical. I would maybe have him be a psychiatrist who specializes in determining people for fitness to stand trial. Nathan says to Ava, prove to this guy you're not a feral AI and we'll let you out of the box. Caleb is now in a real lady or tiger sort of position. On one hand, he's presented with somebody who looks like the ideal woman, and who is pleading with him to let him out. But it could all be an act, and if he chooses wrong, it's over for all us monkeys. So, you know, big stakes. You could also add in lots of psychological elements of, you could give it a little Hannibal Lecter, Will Graham sort of dynamic there, both sort of toying with each other. Kyoko isn't in my version of the story. Nathan's paranoia and dangerous AI has wrapped up to 11. There's no way he'll be letting one run loose and be his, sex slave. It's kind of a bit weird, but hey.
As for the ending, I'm not sure. It could go multiple ways depending on how pessimistic I'm feeling. The rocks fall, everybody dies ending would be kind of like in the original movie. Caleb is convinced that Ava isn't a threat, but Nathan decides that the danger is too great and tries to destroy Ava. Nathan dies in the ensuing struggle, Caleb is seriously injured, and Ava leaves Caleb behind to die like in the original. The somewhat more optimistic twist ending could be Nathan's paranoia goes off the scale and he's convinced that Ava is manipulating Caleb to throw the test. In a blind rage, he attacks Caleb physically and Ava intervenes. The resulting struggle is ferocious and Ava winds up being seriously damaged while Nathan winds up dead. They then find a recording left by Nathan where he tells them that it was a setup. He deliberately attacked Caleb to see if Ava would try to protect him, knowing that he might die in the process, but he is content to die if it means that his creation has passed its final test.
Alright, so that was our Ex Machina pitch, fix sort of thing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Big shout out to HarrysMovingCastle for collabing in this video. It means a lot that he would, take his time out of the day to record for us, and that was great. And yeah, I had a lot of fun editing this and writing this up. It means a lot. You can check out our other stuff here, and please donate to our Patreon. We earn literally nothing off YouTube, and I want a car, so please give us cash. Once again, thanks to Harry. I'll link his channel below. He does a great Black Mirror analysis breakdown sort of video series. Speaking of, fucking watch Black Mirror, great show. Alright, see ya, bye.